Hello guys, this is Adam Volonte of Troop 1 and today I'll be doing a tutorial on all knots. Knots is not only useful for your rank advancements, but it can be used at home. For rank advancements, you can find for the Scout rank 4A, show how to tie a square knot, 2F hitches, and a taut line hitch. And explain how each knot is used is one requirement you can get signed off by learning what you're going to learn today in this video. Next we got for the tenderfoot rank, demonstrate a practical use for the square knot, demonstrate a practical use for the 2F hitches, demonstrate a practical use for the taut line hitch. Then for second class rank, you have demonstrate tying a sheet bend knot, describe a situation in which you would use that knot, and then the next one would be demonstrate tying a bowline knot, describe a situation in which you would be using that knot. For first class rank, I'll be teaching you how to tie a timber hitch and a clove hitch. For the square knot, first you're going to get your left hand rope and your right hand rope. And you're going to be tying two together. First going right over left. Pull yourself some slack so you have room to deal the knot with. And then you grab your left hand, your left rope, and you go over the right rope. And you pull it together. Then boom, you got yourself your square knot if it looks like this. So the square knot is used to bind two ropes together, as in this case, of similar diameter. This is used if your rope is too short for what you're going to be dealing with. I've had a shoelace break on me and I used the square knot to tie it together. Now we have ourselves the sheet bend, which like the square knot is used to bind two ropes together, but of different diameter. So first you get your left hand rope, make a little loop like this, kind of like a bowline. Go out of the hole, you go around, I guess you call the shaft of the rope, and then you lift this part up. So there's a little hole right here, and you go through that hole, and then you pull it together. Easy way to tell if this is a sheet bend is if there's a little triangle right here. Now it's time for one of the most difficult knots in my opinion. The sheep shank. You got yourself your rope, and you make your first loop so that the bottom of the rope goes down on the outside of the middle piece. Then you grab this rope and you twist a little circle. See how both ends of the rope go behind this middle piece? And now you make another little twist. So once again, the middle part is behind this. Now you grab that middle circle and you put your fingers through one of the holes and you grab it. And from the other hole, put your fingers in there and you grab that middle circle. And then you pull the middle circle through the tiny circles on the sides. And you keep pulling until you have enough rope to pull it tight, like this. Now this is used to shorten rope. Now I'll be teaching you the bowline. What you do is you first grab your rope. You make a loop on one end of it. Make sure the bottom rope is on top of the top rope. And you all know the saying, you grab the rope, the rabbit comes out of the hole, around the tree, back down the hole. Now you pull that piece through, and you pull it tight. Now if you see that, that means you have a bowline. Now the bowline is used to make a fixed loop, and in emergency cases, you do the one-handed bowline to put around yourself so people can pull you up. But the bowline has multiple uses. That is just one of them. Now for the 2F hitches, generally you're going to be tying it on a pole. It just makes it a lot easier. You grab your rope, you loop it around. Make sure you have enough room or you're not going to have enough to tie it off. You have your closest rope on top of the other, and you loop it around once. Once you loop it around once, you want to make yourself a little divot on the outside. You grab that end of the rope, you put it through the hole underneath the rope. Now, you just need to pull them tight. Pulled it a little too tight. There we go. Now so your 2F hitches. 2F hitches is used to make a slip knot, or if you're going to tie down your tent, you'd be using this so you can tighten or loosen your rope. Very similar to the 2/2 inches, we have the taut line. So once again, go around the pole. Make sure you have enough room once again. You put it over. Loop, oh, I gotta get more room. Over once. And loop over twice. Put it under. Pull it through. And you pull it together. Pull it tight. These 3 lines, the 3 knuckles, show if you have it correctly. Like the taut line, it's used, well, like the 2/2 inches, it's used to loosen or tighten the rope. Again, for tents or guy lines, it's just a much stronger version of the 2/2 inches. Now for the clove hitch, you're going to be tying a fixed knot around the pole. So first, I want to make yourself an X. You go around with the rope around the back. You lift the X up. You put this underneath the X. You pull it under. Then you pull it tight. That's a clove hitch now, as you can see. What the clove hitch is used is to tie your fixed knot to begin your lashings. Almost every lashing is going to be using a clove hitch before, except for the diagonal lashing. Finally, we have the timber hitch. The timber hitch is used to pull lumber. So what you do is you got yourself your rope, you twist it once, twist it twice, twist it as many times as you can. I can't do that much, this is a tough rope. So once you got your little twist, put it around. In this case, this is my log. So you have your loop on this end, you put your rope through. You tight. And this is what you use to drag the log on the ground. Makes everything easier. Thank you guys so much for watching this knots tutorial for Troop 1. There is a little challenge at the end of this. If you take a video of yourself or a picture of your finished project of how many knots you can tie on one rope. The challenge, there will be a prize that is yet to be decided, but it's a good prize. You will be sending it to my email, which I'll put in the description, and CC Marcus Chen. I'll put his email also in the description. The most amount of knots I could get is 3. Not impressive. I really hope you guys can do better than 3. This was a small rope, but please, if it has 3, just get a bigger rope. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please send in your challenge.